Hello. Hi guys. Hello. I know that this is very interesting music. It's different. I wanted it to be different because we're doing a very interesting character and I felt like this music kind of fit a little bit. All right. So, we are going to be doing a really interesting character. We're going to be doing Hollow today. Yeah, that's the name. And let me put on the screen here. Make sure this is lined up. This music is so epic. Hang on. This music is way too epic for like what we're I'm like this seems way too epic for the how just mundane and chill we're doing. I'm like I think this is too a little too epic. A little bit too epic for us, if you will. Um let's see here. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Oh, I love it when there's ads. I love that. Wow. Ooh, wow, it's ads. Okay. Oh, this is still an ad. This is still an ad, guys. This is still an ad. Hang on. There we go. Why does it sound like the ad, Loki, kind of? Okay. Now. Oh, alrighties. Now we're good to go. Make sure that we are all lined up. Alright. I literally looked at the other screen that is not in time with me and thought that was in time for some reason. Regardless, alright guys, we have no glove today, sadly. But I do know what I need to do real quick. And I need to grab a reference real quick. So, watch my stream, guys, just like, I don't know. Here, wait. Just in case anybody comes in the stream, I'm gonna just put, I need to make sure it's viewable, so let's do Studio Pen. Alright, I think, yeah. Alright, I'll be back in just a second, guys. Alright. Don't burn anything down. I will be right back. Alright. Alright, guys, I'm back. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. That wasn't long at all. That wasn't long at all, guys, right? I don't think it was. I think I was back pretty fast. Yeah, the reason I started a little bit later, like, there was like a solid 4 minutes of the stream when you open it up, and it's just, going with the songs, because I was looking for my, glove. And that's why we're going gloveless today, because slowly I'm losing my gloves, and I don't know where they're going. Alright, now I'm gonna look at my reference over here. Okay, this is an old reference. Do we have any good one? Okay, yeah, this one's yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna introduce you to our character. Uh, so his name is Hollow. And if you follow me on Instagram, I did a story, and I looked for a song that had his name. But yeah, so his name is Hollow. He's a really interesting character. And it's really cool because basically the person I actually got this character kind of like the type of animal given to me by another person. Because I asked them, I was like, hey, who like what kind of animal should I do? You know, I was like, I don't know. I'm just driving in a car. What animal should I make this guy? Right? And he messages me and he's like, oh, you should make it I think it's a fossa. Yeah. I'd never heard of this before. Okay. Here. Let me show you guys like what a fossa kind of looks like. Just for your reference. Because I'm about to do like I'm about to make them a little bit different. Echoes here again. Gosh darn it. I literally have it. Okay. Is it still there? Is the echo still there? Because it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's only getting input from my mic. Yeah, let me know if the echo's still there. Because I played around with the settings a little bit when you said that. Yeah, it's still there. Oh my gosh. Bruh. Alright, hold up. Yeah. That going in there. Alright. Hold on. Okay. How about now? It should be good. I'm checking the levels and it looks like it's only getting input from my voice. Are we good? I'm waiting for chat to let me know if I'm good or not. It's still going on. For other. Okay. Okay, hang on. You guys may not hear the music for a hot second. Because I'm just trying to see what's going on. Why it's messing me up. Alright. So this is coming from my headset. And now we're gonna switch it back to USB. Alright. So now it should be coming from my mic. Are we getting a echo still? Because it is the only thing you guys should be hearing is my voice. There's no desktop audio. There is just the audio coming from like the mic. So that should be the only audio you guys are hearing. And it shouldn't be double. Even still? What could be. Alright, hold on. Alright, the camera shouldn't be doing anything. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. I'm on like the default mic now. Are you guys like, what are you guys hearing? What are you guys hearing? What are you guys hearing? I'm on the default
I'm on the default mic.
So if this is echoing, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't know how to fix it. I'm gonna turn back on music just to see. Because it's not the desktop audio. How is it still here? Is it on your end?
Is it on your end? Are you sure
it's my end?
It's my end?
Hang on. Let me check. Oh, yeah, I hear it.
I hear it.
Okay, hold up. I heard it. Okay, yeah. Alright. What is going on? What is going on here? Alright. Oh. Alright, hang on, guys. I'm gonna send you back to this.
I really don't know what is going on with the whole echoing thing. Okay, wait. Am I echoing on this screen? Am I echoing on this one? Like on this screen, am I echoing? Because if that's the case, then it's the whole thing. But this has a different setup, like a different property setup. So there's no echo here. Okay. So let me go back to this. It's definitely the camera that's making it echo. So let me do some stuff here. Okay. Am I echoing now? Because I turned off some stuff. Am I echoing now? No echo. Okay. Yep. So what was happening was the video was also taking in audio on other tracks, which I didn't want it to do, but it was doing that for some reason. Wow, love that. I love just the little malfunctions in the beginning of stream. Yay! Okay. So now we know for next time what causes echoes. So we're gonna keep that in mind. We're gonna keep that in mind for the next time. Alright. Anyways, guys, we are now gonna talk about the character that I'm gonna be doing today. Um, I really love this character. He was one of the first NPCs that was developed, and he so the actual animal that he's based off of was an idea given to me by a friend of mine, and that friend of mine just gave me the most random animal that he could think of at the time. Because I think the funniest thing is that, so he was basically he had just watched I believe Madagascar, and he was like, "Oh, do a fossa," and I'd never seen a fossa. Okay, never seen. Oh, the camera is blurry. Yeah, that's just my camera. That's just how it is. It's just rough like that here. I can bring it down a little bit more, but basically that's just how the camera is. I use this camera actually specifically for what's it? I used it specifically for doing lockdown browser because of the blur is really nice for that. Um, However, it's not as nice for streaming, sadly, and I don't believe I'd be able to get my computer camera in the right angle to stream my tablet properly. And everything else I've seen online, I would need to buy a lot more complicated stuff to stream directly from this and my computer. So here we are. But you know, maybe someday I will get a better camera, and yeah, someday. Today is not that day though. But I'd never seen a fossa, so it kind of was crazy just to be like, oh, here's this random animal, and it turned out that I just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of fit the vibe that I was going for, and he ended up being a one of the most important characters. Yeah, I found it out. I found out about the blurry camera the first drawing stream. It was very funny. I was like, "Oh, oopsies, sorry guys. I guess you can't see." Um, I mean, I think I've gotten a good enough now to where you guys can see a lot better than the first stream. Um, we can just hear you yap about. This is true. This is true. You guys can just hear me yap. Um, but yeah, I so this character the cool thing about him, right, is that like he is kind of like an unknown animal, and it works really well with the character he is because he is almost kind of like a figure that many wouldn't immediately think of, like, oh, that guy's like he has ties to important people, you know? He's the kind of person that you look at and you're like, oh, that's just a regular, like, that's a regular like schmuck right there, you know? That's just an average person, you know? And then you learn more about them and you're like, holy crap, you're like, you like served in like the war and you have like all these medals. Why are you just here? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You know, it's that kind of like, where you're like, wait, I'm sorry, you have like 10 like war medals and they don't like provide for you at all for that. Like, huh? Um, I feel like it's that kind of thing. You're also about to see a common theme between all of my characters, or at least all of the main characters, which is jackets. Jackets. Um, but yeah, so Hollow, he is a spirit animal, or and one of the many that you meet. He's the first one you meet when you arrive, um, and he kind of helps you with, knowing what's going on exactly. Um, and yeah, he's pretty cool. I had a lot of fun with like making him as a character because I don't know, I just had a lot of fun like developing how he would interact with our character because when it comes to his interaction versus a lot of the other character interactions, it's it's pretty different um because he he almost like kind of has the look of like you would think he would, you know, maybe not care or just kind of hand you off as somebody else's problem, and yet he's still kind of with you throughout your entire journey. Um, so he's got kind of like the vibe of like oh, I guess I have to take care of you. I guess I guess you're my problem now, and I'm gonna make sure you don't die, and I'm gonna care for you or whatever. It's kind of that vibe almost. And I thought it was I don't know. I thought he was really sweet. I think he is going to be a very loved character, um, just because of the way he acts. Um, because I kind of did. I at first thought of him as almost kind of like Sans esque character, in personality at least. But the more that I thought about how he is, I feel like, and I as I wrote the script more, I feel like I got a better understanding of his character, which is more like he's a lot more caring, but not in a way of like that's clear to the player or clear to Cass. The player might be able to detect like him being like, hey, wait, no, like you shouldn't do that, or like, hey, you should go and like heal. um the player might detect it more so, but I feel like Cass won't necessarily clock it immediately just because of the way that the people she's been around. Um so yeah. But what also is interesting about Hollow is although he may be like very friendly to you, it's clear like he does have like some secrets, and who doesn't, and who doesn't have a secret or two. But um, I hope that like people will be interested in learning those secrets because I think it will definitely make him a lot more interesting if people are interested in knowing him. Because listen, he is probably one of the most interesting people you will meet in this world. Because he he's just, I don't know. He's he's got stories to tell. I'll say that. He's got stories to tell, and he doesn't necessarily want to share them with Cass simply because they are they are about like other humans that had made it to this world. Um and we all know, or at least I'm gonna tell you this, um, especially if you guys weren't here for the cast stream. I'm not sure if I disclosed this during the cast stream, but Cass is not special in that, like, she's the first one to make it here, or anything like that, right? She's not special like that. That's not why Cass is special when in this universe. Like, listen, there are plenty of people who have wound up in the spirit world on accident. So she's not special in that way. What makes her special is that there hadn't been a human that has come to the spirit world in over 100 years. So that's why she is like, so everyone is kind of like, whoa, wait, why is there a person here all of a sudden? There hasn't been a person here in years, so much so that like like other spirit animals don't even remember the last time a human was here. So that's the big thing that I think makes Cass so interesting, or at least her predicament interesting. um I will say, and it's also why like Hollow kind of latches on to her to like guide her, is because there hasn't been a human here in 100 years, and so not many people know what to do about that. And you'll see that in game, like people just not knowing what to do. Um, I'm trying to do like just a little like, oh, here, you guys can't see. My bad, guys. Hold up. Hold up. You guys can't see anything of what I'm doing here. Uh, Here we go. Hold up, guys. Now you guys can see the animation, or at least a little like thing. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna do a simple little tail flick today for him. Um I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna work on a tail flick. I think I'm gonna make it kinda curl down here a bit, and then like, come back around. I think that's the way I'm gonna go. Um but yeah, so I think that's gonna be the plan for that. Let me make sure I adjust this so then you guys will see. We'll see properly when I come back in here. This song always like amazes me that it's like copyright free. Like I'm always so like blown away that this is copyright free. You know? She's an anomaly, but not one of a kind. Yes. Yes. So she's like odd, but she's not unknown. Like anybody who had seen a human before is like, "Oh, yeah. Well, yeah." Everyone else who hasn't is like, "What?" I thought that was just like a myth. I thought we were done with that. Like, what? What do you mean? Um so that's the interesting thing. Um, but yeah, so I am very happy that or come on, why will your tail not go the way I want it to? Please. Okay. Um. Anyways, but no. So, I am excited to like write more about these two, both Cass and Hollow, just because the way that they are is very interesting. Um, he almost gives kind of like a I would say like a what's it called? I'd say like an older brother presence in the relationship, maybe. Yeah, yeah, kind of like other older brother, maybe uncle kind of way vibe. Um, cause he doesn't give dad, cause he's like, oh no, you're not my problem. Thank goodness. Like you have a home to get back to. You're not my problem. But he still cares about her to be like, oh, well, you're my problem right now. So I'm gonna care for you right now and hopefully get you back to your main home safely. So that's why he kind of gives like uncle, maybe like older brother kind of vibe. Um, but he's very he's very complex in his feelings of like wanting to help, but also just being like, oh shoot, I don't fully want to get I want to get involved, but I don't, you know, because in his history, getting involved kind of led him to a lot of issues. And so he's like, oh man, I'm back in the building again. Great. That's great. But he's also like, well, if I'm not in the building, who's going to jump in to save, like, to help you? So he has a reason to be back in the building. Doesn't necessarily mean he's happy about it. Grunkle Stan, yes, yeah. He's kind of, yeah, yep. He's kind of Grunkle Standish, where he's there, but don't mean he wanna be. Why did I copy this? I'm gonna erase it. Why did I specifically copy this one? Wait, I don't know why I specifically copied that one, but all right. Um, what is interesting about like the animal, right? Is that I believe they are native to Madagascar. So that's really cool. It's not a common animal, so really interesting. I'm really glad my friend uh sent me this animal. I'm glad my friend was watching Madagascar when he sent me this. Ah, oopsies. All right, well, let's just close that up. There we go. Um, because I don't think I would have ever thought about doing that for this character, or even made this like the full encapsulate, like the full kind of character this is. Um, he would have been very different if my friend hadn't, sent me that. So, I'm very grateful for that. And my friend still like will say like, "Oh man, I feel a connection with this character because technically like if I didn't, you know, send you that, then this character wouldn't have been even a thing." And he's very right about that. I don't think I would have thought of making a little Fusa guy here. Um, so very cool. Um, all right, let me zoom in. Can you guys see? No, you can't, because of the blinding of the sun. Um, you mean opossums? I've seen one in my front yard. I don't think they're from Madagascar. No, no, I mean fossas. I will pull them up. Ooh, that is going really fast. Hang on, guys. We're gonna do a silly little thing called changing the frames per second. We'll just set it to that for now. Come on. There we go. Just so then you guys can see the motion without it being blinding. Zoom it in a little bit, and there we go. Just a simple, quick little animation there, guys. All right. Um, let me zoom you out back. Um, Also, funny detail right now. My camera right now is set to my mic arm, so that's why I'm able to move it up and down. I don't have a specific rod for it. I just find it very funny that it's attached to my mic arm. Um. Anyways, let me see here. We need. So we go out here. So we need to start bringing it back. Paste there. Oh, come on. Copy that. Paste. And copy and paste. Right. Alright, so now we're going to do. I'm going to take the motion blur that we have on this side and we're going to put it over here because we're going back this way now. Oh, I thought you said. Oh no, I didn't say opossum. Here, hang on, guys. I'm gonna pull up. Let me grab a let me grab a fossa, so you guys can see kind of what it is exactly. Here, let me pull up a good picture. If I could find the one image that I based him off of, that would be incredible. Let me see here. Drawings. Let me see here. Where's a good one? Good little fossa. I'm hoping I'm saying the animal name right. When I first saw it, I thought it said Fusa. So that was very funny. Let me see here. You know what? I'm just gonna do the realistic one, like an actual image of it, because I think that they are very silly and cute. All right, let me hang on, save this, and Fusa, save that. All right, hang on, guys. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. Hang on. And we do image. Okay. Browse. Bro, I just downloaded. Where'd it go? Eh? Bro, I downloaded the wrong thing. Save as image. There we go. Alright, that'll work. In my rush to get the download, I downloaded something, the wrong thing. Alright, guys, do you see him? So this is kind of what he's based off of. So we'll put this guy in like the corner, I guess. I don't know. So this is what he's based off of, guys. Look at it. Look at that. See that? That's kind of what he's based off of. I made this kind of more obvious. Um, and then oh, my music. Hang on, guys. Yep, there we go. But yeah, so that's kind of what he's based off of. There, um, you can see that like, so you see like how the ears have like kind of that like indent, sort of right here. I don't know if you can tell in this picture very well, but yeah, so they kind of have like a slight indent there. But yeah, and then their eyes are really cool. They have like a kind of here. Let me make them a little bit bigger so you can see. But you can kind of see like their eyes kind of have that like beginning little bit there and end bit that kind of like almost like a cat eye, like but like with makeup. I don't know. But yeah, so I kind of cartoonalized him a little bit. I also had to make him stand upright. But yeah, so that's our little guy there. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, I'd say. So yeah, so that's what he's based on. Um, all right. Do you guys want me to keep? Do you want me to keep this in the corner here, or should I get rid of him? What do you guys? How are you guys feeling about it? Get rid of the little image over here, or keep him. But yeah, so that's what he's kind of based on. Um, yeah, so pretty cool. Another thing I can talk about is so one of the main things about this game is that you as the player are set to pacifist mode. However, I will note the people around you are not. We've worked out reference images so far. Why start now? Well, it's more of a reference for you guys. This is a reference for you guys. I have my reference in a book outside a frame right now. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you the ancient book. So this is where my reference is in. Looks like a magic tome. But that's where my reference for this character is in. But here, I can turn them off. I can turn off the image for the Fusa for now. But yeah. But the cool thing is that so all the other characters, they are not on peaceful mode like you guys. So they'll attack you, like, or and other like characters can attack others, like they want to kill them because they don't have the issue of like Well, they don't have like the thought of like, oh no, I'm trying to be nice, in a world that like I don't exactly shouldn't be in, no, they don't have that. They live here. They're not gonna be like, oh no, I don't live here. I shouldn't attack people. No, they're gonna be like, ah man, I hate you. I'm gonna come at you. So yeah, so they can definitely fight back for whatever reason they want. They could just fight back, fight for no reason, you know. So yeah, so they don't need a rhyme or reason to necessarily be wanting to fight. Um, so it makes it interesting. I mean, I know there is a reason for them to fight. Specifically, I know that in one of a very important battle that you guys will have to also fight in. There is a lot of reasoning behind it and why this guy would like to fight. Reasonings that I can't tell you. You'll have to figure them out on your own. You'll have to solve the mysteries, all the secrets and heartbreak on your own. I can't help you. No, no, no. um, but I will say, in writing the script, I have like made. It's funny how like as you're writing a character, um, more of that character will come out, and eventually you'll be like, oh my gosh, it makes so much sense for this character to do this, and which could be so different than what you had planned, but it fits so well that you're like, if they don't do this, I'll be mischaracterizing this character. Um, which is really crazy to kind of see happen in my own work because I've heard of it before, and I've always like wondered like, oh, like what do you mean? I mean, you made the character, you should know how the character acts, and like, you should probably be able to make a story around a character that you know. But sometimes in the story, like, your characters become so alive that you're like, oh, this is what you're gonna do. And you have lost control, and you're just like, oh, well, guess that's what you're gonna do now. Um, but don't worry, guys. I still have control. I have control over the story enough to where I'm going to ensure that you guys are gonna be shocked. And hopefully you're gonna enjoy the story. Um, but as I was saying about like the non-peaceful being off peaceful mode, so a really cool thing about this character is actually his weapon. So I really like his weapon. I think I just came up with it one day, but his weapon. Let me change this so you guys can see properly. Come on, focus. There we go. Yep, there we go. We got a quick little tail wag, if you will. Um, so the but I really like his weapon because the way that I came up with his weapon is really interesting. Here, let me show you if I have it in my book. Um, because it's a really silly thing, and it fits just so well with the Alright, I gotta be careful here. Here, wait. I gotta pull out my secondary book so then I can block any spoilers that are on the second page. Okay, so this is how I came up with the weapon. I Good news is my camera's so blurry that you can't read it. Um, but you can kind of see that. Um, well, hopefully you can kind of see. So we have Cass right here, and we have Hollow holding on to like the ledge-ish, right? But he's actually holding on to his pick, and that is wrapped around his arm, and he's holding Cass. It's a very tiny itty bitty photo, or itty bitty drawing. Um, and then we also have like a thing of him using it. Um, but yeah, I I thought it was really funny how that's how I came up with his weapon of choice. Um, being just like I don't even know what it's called. I didn't do any real like hard research into it. I just was like, oh, like this would be a crazy scene, and I added the pick because it made it a little bit easier than just having him grab the edge of a cliff, and made it more sense. Um, yeah. So so his weapon was made up because I wanted a cooler angle for him to save Cass from falling off a cliff. Um, and honestly, it's a really interesting weapon because it's very range based, which is gonna be interesting when developing him to like attack things. So we're gonna have fun with that one, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. All right, let me move you back. Let's see here. All right, guys, I got a question for you. So we have this. We have this right now. Is there anything else I should add to this little idle animation? You think, or at least like should I add him like what else should I add to this? I'm not sure. You guys have any indications here? Because I'm not sure. I just have him wagging his tail right now in a little docile state. What do you guys think? For for animation, what do you think else I should add? Because I'm thinking like I want to add like something else going on here, but I feel like maybe it will be fine for like an idle animation. Because keep in mind, guys, he is an NPC, so he is going to just be standing around. You could have the tail bob up and down as well as back and forth. Alright, so let's see here. Up and down as well as back and forth. So let me pull this guy up. So you're saying, oh, so you're saying going down and up, right? So should I move it to be curling down like this, and then on like let me make these little bits brighter, and then over here to like kind of curl more sort of down here when we get over to here. I don't know if you can see it properly. Let me make sure this is up. Oh, whoops. This is up a bit. Yeah, that's the highest I can go. But that's the back tail. Like that's the tail back there. I was thinking the lower section of the movement. The lower section be the center of movement. The lower. Oh, I see. Hang on. Oh, so you're saying this part right here, right? this guy. Am I correct in that? So you're thinking, right? Going down and up here. Okay, I like that. I like that idea though, right? If that's what you're thinking. Because I was wondering how I was gonna use this, section. But I like that. I like that. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Alright. Oh, my roommate just came home. One of them did. Okay, so we are going to. Alright, so let's see here. Hmm. This doesn't need to be changed because that one will be our main one. The first one will be our main one. So let me think because I don't want to. Oh, hang on, guys. My roommate's knocking on my door. Hang on. I'll be back. Don't burn down the place. Guys, I got candy corn. This is a great day. This is a great day. My roommate gave me candy corn. This is a great day. This is brilliant. Alrighties. Okay, I got the lighter. No! 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 Don't burn down the place. No, I have candy corn, guys. Here, wait, chat. Chat, do you want some candy corn? Here, wait, hang on. Hang on, guys. Don't burn the place down. I have candy corn. You can have some. Chat, have some candy corn. It'll ease your troubles. It'll ease your troubles, chat. Have some candy corn. Alright. Now to think about how to properly get this downwards motion to work. Hmm. I think the way I need to do this. Let me think. Actually, hang on. Copy, paste. Alright. And then we're going to erase this one. Make sure I'm gonna make sure that. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I'm moving them into different tracks so that then they won't it'll be easier to like kind of like animate them, hopefully. Yeah. And then what we're gonna do up here is we're gonna get rid of this guy. Let me turn off this. There we go. So this should make it easier. Because what I want to do, right, is in order to move the tail, like, actually to bob, I need to move this entire section here up and down. And it's going to be easier to do that when they're on different like tracks. Yeah. So we're going to convert each of these to be on a different track. So we're going to just and paste that. Boom. Paste. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. And then this one we don't need to do doubles because this is only they're the same basic. Oh, you guys can't see. No. Okay. So these are these there's two different like ones right here. So this and this are the same. So we don't need to do two of those. Um and then this guy, because he is our base, we don't need to necessarily put him on a secondary track here. So he should be okay with just being up here. Hopefully. Hopefully he's okay. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna erase this bad boy. But I think the bob will make it more alive. So that's what I'm excited for for it to be more alive, if you will. Alright, yeah. So it has, yeah, we have the same amount of tail there. Brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna just keep erasing these guys. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. Alright, make sure we got all these little bits. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me check the music. Oh yeah, we're good with the music. Okay. Okay, cool. I was kind of worried because I was like, oh dear, what if the music goes out? But thankfully, does not seem we're gonna run out of music anytime soon. So that's very good. But I keep saying that. I keep saying a lot of buts and ums. I gotta I gotta change up my speech pattern, guys. I gotta adapt. I gotta do some evolution, if you will, guys. Chat. I gotta evolve real quick. Let's see here. Let's do erase. I will say, when it comes to like animation, what I've found is really interesting is how like the more I've like been on this kind of software, the more I've realized like, oh, so a lot of animation is like copying and pasting um for like certain things. Or at least the type that I've been doing. Um a lot of it is like copy and pasting because you want the consistency. Um that could just be me because I've been trying to get better at consistency, but sometimes it's just hard to do it. Um so yeah. But I know that that is like just something that I've seen, that I do a lot of copy and pasting just to get the consistency that I want. Uh, I don't know what other people do necessarily, because I'm gonna be honest, I kind of just like do my I haven't really watched that much stuff on like how to actually like animate. Look, and we have our things kind of separated. So I'm gonna go back into here and I'm gonna erase it on these guys' ends now. But all right, there we go. Woo, woo, woo. Bye bye tail. Bye bye tail. We're doxing him, guys. We're doxing him like a dachshund. Was that too much? Apparently not. Alright, I think we're good. Actually, we could erase it all the way down to the tip. I don't know. Let me try and start like doing the up and down animation just to kind of see. So let's see here. For this first part, right? For this part, like, so we're going from like this part right here, and we're gonna go because we're kind of like up right now. I'm trying to think of like how we're gonna. I think we gotta go down. I think we gotta go down here. Yeah, I think this is gonna be down, down, down. Uh, and then I think we're gonna stop here. So we're gonna stop here, and then I think from here we're gonna go up, up, up. Or wait, we're gonna go up, 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 and then we're back to our freeze frame from the beginning. So that's my plan. So let me see how the plan looks. Let's zoom in here so you guys can see the plan. So that's our little arrow guy simulating what our tail's gonna do. So I think that's a good idea. So the reason we cut it out was so I can do. Oh, come on. So we have this guy, and we can do kind of like this. So we can kind of move it anywhere now. See? Uh, but yeah. So that's kind of why I cut it out, just so then I can do that. Uh, so now I'm going to go in here. This is our main thing. And we're going to erase this section entirely. Come on. There we go. That's pretty good. Alright. And then, so the arrow's going down here. We're going to erase this. And I'm going to start moving him down. Okay. So now, this is a little bit lower. Hold up. I think arrow back. There we go. Okay. I think I'm gonna do the straight up one first. Because I think that's. Because this is one of the big keyframes. So it'll make it a little bit easier for me doing it from here rather than trying to do it from somewhere else. Alright, so we're going to go. So from here, we want it to be like down here. So we're gonna kind of come from this point. Want it to dip down here. So this is kind of the midpoint of low. So it's not completely lowered, but it's definitely low. Okay. And then, let's see here. So then this is kind of like this. And this. Yeah. And then go up here. And I'll zoom in here so you guys can see. So if I do that, yeah, I think we got it, guys. So let me erase this part here. I'm gonna get rid of this so it blends in more. Yep. Bring it down here. Erase a little bit of that. So then it blends in a lot better. Okay. So now we have a baseline, kind of, for how we want it to dip. So we're going to copy and we're going to paste. We're going to delete this guy. We're going to copy this guy. Paste him down here. Yep. Okay. Alright. So we're going to turn this back on. See how this looks. Oh, let me zoom this in so you guys can kind of see the process. So it's not smooth, but you can kind of see what the idea is for right now. Alright, now I got to, let's see here, we gotta see, now we gotta see how low we're going to make this tail be. Okay, so now, what is this song? It sounds like some inspirational thing. Oh, it's literally Hope inspirational music. What the frick? Let's skip to this. Okay, this is a lot more chill, I think. This is more our speed, if you will. Alright. I think this is a lot better. I was thinking similar to yeah, that's what similar to what I was thinking. Okay, brilliant. I love that. love that. Alright, tease. Alright, so I'm thinking we're gonna have a dip all the way down here. Yeah. And then kind of sweeping up a little bit, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that, maybe. Okay. So let me see here. Oh my gosh. Nope. Alright, so we're gonna take that away. Okay. Bruh. There we go. Alright, so for this, it'd be linked up like there. And let me see how that looks. So let me get rid of that. Oh, oops. Wrong thing. We need to get rid of this for now. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's looking. I like that. I like that a lot. So we got that. Um. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in here and make sure the thickness is correct. Because we don't want it to be too we don't want it to be too thin, so then it looks inconsistent. Okay, so now go out here, and then we're gonna go in here, and we're going to make sure that we get rid of. We're gonna get rid of this part right here, so that it connects better. Okay, I think we got it all. Alright, so now let's focus on the in-betweens. So let's look at this guy. Let's look at this guy. So our thing here is, so we have, so let me edit. So backwards should be pretty high. We have, alright, let's show this, yeah, okay. So backwards is up here, so this is the backwards. Okay, so this is our normal. So, and this is our secondary one. So we want a tail that's kind of going in between them for the middle of this. So we want kind of like, something kind of like that almost, I'd say. Let me get rid of this real quick, just so we have a better view of what we're doing. place the arrow because we know which way it's going. And then we're gonna bring this up slightly more because it's not down as much, so it has more reach into the up to this, I believe. Yeah. All right, let me zoom in here so you guys can see a little bit better. All right, you ready? There we go. Pretty cool, eh? So now we got this guy going down. All right. And then take this bad boy. Move him to be like right there. Let me make sure that it is. Yeah, that's pretty consistent, I say. Um, I'm so surprised that these are copyright-free songs. Genuinely, like I don't know how they did that. How these are like copyright-free because they don't sound copyright-free. Like the music does not sound like it's copyright-free. Like I don't know how it is, but apparently it is. And you know what? I think I'm gonna say this every time. I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked that it's actually copyright-free. I'm just shocked. Make sure this thickness is correct. Something like that. Oh, it's up there. There we go. Oh, let me. Oh, jeez. Oh, nope. That's unfortunate. Which thing is that on? Ah, jeez. There we go. Okay. Whew. Love it when there's a giant scratch on it. Alright, jeez. Alright, time to redo this. Alright. So I just need to pull this out more. So okay, and then go up top here. There we go. Okay, so now what a switch in music. What a switch. Do 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 do. Bro, this is such a jam. Like, look at this. What a jam. Alright, so. Alright, so now for this guy, we need it in between this and this. Whew. Actually, hang on. Let me see here. I wonder. Um. So this. Where is it? So there's this guy and this guy. Yeah, they're the same. Yeah, that's the. That is the same basically. So I'm going to get rid of this guy. Copy that. Paste him over here, and then I'm going to move this guy. Oh, whoops. Nope. Sure that is even. Beautiful. Stunning, even. Dare I say. And then. Oh. I lost my pen for a second. Alright. So we're just gonna go in. What is going on out there? They're like. They're reacting to something. I don't know. They're like saying, oh my god. I don't know what's going on out there. There's always something crazy going on out there whenever I'm streaming. I've noticed, which is very funny because I'm just like, all right, guys, I'm streaming, and then next thing I know, I just hear the craziest thing. I'm like, hello, what's going on? What's going on out there? Something silly, something goofy. All right, that looks like it linked up really well. So now that's going slightly lower. So let's. Honestly, I'm curious to see how like rough this looks. With like the inconsistency right now. It's interesting, guys. Like, look at that. Like the jumps are crazy. Yeah, the jump is crazy. They know you're streaming. They're trying to be included. They're like, oh my gosh, she's streaming, guys. We gotta do something crazy out here. We gotta do something crazy. We're gonna do something insane real quick. And I'm just in here being like, huh, guys, what's going on? All right, so this is the last part that we need to really make it look nice and consistent. Nice and consistent. All right, so now we do. Oh, we need to erase this bad boy. We're gonna turn this off up here. All right. Alrighties. There we go. Nice clean slate. Okay, so we're going from this part right here to down here. Let me erase this. Alright, so this is gonna be an interesting guy. Ah. So we're going from. So I'm gonna kind of make it like this. I'm gonna kind of go like above slightly of this. And we're gonna go up. That's too wide. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, cheese. And we're going up, up, up. Going up, up, up. Some moment. Gonna be golden. Okay, don't want to get copyright struck though. So, yeah, we can't sing all of Golden. Even though I'm not making any money from these streams yet, I want to make money from streams someday. So we're not going to sing copyrighted music. just in case. Just in case. Alright. That looks good? Question mark? Hold up. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me see here. Oh my. Didn't even realize it happened. There we go. Alright, so let's look at this just to make sure that it is looking good. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good. Alright, let me move this onto this now. Alright, so now we're gonna do... Yeah, we need to make this wider. That's like... Is that good? Is that a good angle? Oh, jeez. Should I make it more like... Alright, let's see here. I'm not sure if I like the angle that it's going from right now. So I'm gonna edit this a little bit just so then it's a little bit better of an angle. And then we also need to change the thickness of this. So we're gonna do that. So we need it to be kind of more like that. Alright, geez. So, and then this thing kind of thin up here. Just want to make sure that we are consistent. Okay, we're gonna move up here, and we're going to... Oop, nope. We want eraser. Boom, boom, boom. Be gone, double tail. Okay, there we go. And we don't need the arrow anymore because we know the direction. Alright, let's see how this is looking. Okay, not bad, not bad. Alright, we're gonna get rid of this. No, we need that. So we're gonna, I believe, copy this bad boy. And we're gonna paste this bad boy over here. And then I'm going to move this guy to line up with this. Come on. that's pretty good. I'm gonna go in and erase this. So we're gonna erase all these like excess lines here that we don't need. Alrighties, boom, boom, boom. Alright, and then I'm gonna go back down here, and we're going to connect this a little bit. Okay. Where was I? Oh, there I am. Okay. There we go. Connect that a little bit better. Okay. That's all connected there. Okay. So let's see how good this looks, guys. So let me move you guys a little bit closer so you guys can kind of see it better. All right. Here we go. There we go. So that is that's the tail moving. I like the up and down. I think it adds to it a lot. Um, I think it adds a lot to it. Um, yeah, I really like it. Thank you for the recommendation of like the up and down movement because I like it. Let me erase the guideline stuff real quick. But I really like the way this idle animation came out. I think we did a really good job here today making this. And I'm happy that I was able to share to you more about the story that I'm going to be doing for Balancing Spirits, and I'm also happy to introduce you to Hollow, guys. Yeah, it definitely adds a lot more. Um, but I'm really happy to introduce you guys to Hollow today, and I'm glad that we were able to kind of get a good foundation for him for his animation. Because he's gonna be standing. He's gonna be standing a lot, guys. You better watch out. He's a stander. But when you really need to watch out is when when he's not standing. That's when you guys really need to watch out. When he's not standing and he's doing other things. That's when he's dangerous, guys. That's when he's dangerous. Um, but let me know. Um, do you guys want to see another new character be animated, or would you guys prefer to see another like see cast like get a run animation or a walk animation? Which would you guys like to do? Because I think this was really fun introducing you guys to Hollow. Um, but let me know. Let me know in the chat real quick which kind of stream you guys are feeling for next week. Next week's stream is probably going to be on a Sunday. Just because I have a 5 hour drive I gotta do to get home from college. Woo! Because it's Thanksgiving break. Whoop whoop. So, yeah. So, which kind of stream are you guys looking forward to for next week? Let me know either in the chat or in the comments below after the stream. Um, but yeah, that was Hollow, guys. Thank you so much for you know meeting Hollow, guys. Let me send you to the welcome stream thing. Because I think we're gonna call it. It's been almost 2 hours. But Guys, look at this. Hold up. Yeah, I'm excited to finally be able to take a break for Thanksgiving. Well deserved, well needed. Yes, yes. It's very much needed because school's been pretty intense. Thank you. Uh, hang on. Hang on, guys. This is gonna be so cool. Give me a second. I don't know what I was gonna say actually. I had a thing of inspiration and now it's gone. Well, regardless, thank you for watching the stream. And then you're thinking, I think we trade every other stream. One stream we work on an established character who's been worked on, and then another stream we work on a new character. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. So then by that logic, we should be working on either Cass or Hollow next week. I think I'm gonna actually make a community post poll to have people vote on who they want a walk cycle for. Because I do need to do a walk cycle for both of them, I believe. So we're gonna do a community post about that. Um, yeah, but I'm happy that you guys were, learning about a new character today and learning more about balancing spirits. And hope you guys tune in next week for Tortured Artist and more balancing spirits. All right, guys. Bye. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye, guys. Bye.